Hi, everyone. Welcome to This Should Have Been a Phone Call. I'm Stevie.
I'm Andrew.
Marvin.
I'm Shane.
And I'm Tony.
All right, so this is our first episode, so we're just going to start with some detailed introductions to the cast. There's quite a few of us here. I'm going to start. So, like I said, my name's Stevie. I am an aerospace major in my junior year of college. And a fun fact about me is that I play Quidditch for my university.
Cool. My name is Andrew. I'm an accounting major with an information systems minor. Wow, you had a fun fact. I wasn't ready for that.
I can think
Don't you own like Don't you own like an iguana?
Oh, I own a bearded dragon.
I was going to say, I can think of several fun facts about you.
I was trying to think of one that's legal and appropriate, and that's where it gets hard.
Yeah. That's why we use...
Andrew,
we
tell him
go by our real names.
Tell him the dragon's name.
My dragon is named Mushu.
Fuck yeah.
That from?
I believe that's from... actually, it's my original name, and it's not from nothing else. It was mine first. Don't believe that Disney movie.
I believe it was the dragon that terrorized the city of Milan, Italy, in the Middle Ages.
In the great coronavirus scandal of 2020.
No.
Get a reference on that, please.
Isn't Mushu like the guy? Isn't Mushu from Mulan?
I was gonna say, do you actually not know what Mushu's from?
No, he's from Mulan. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the dragon from
Okay.
Mulan.
Who plays him? Eddie Murphy or something?
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy.
Such a great movie.
Cool. Marvin.
Hi there. I'm Marvin. I'm a communications major. I go to university in New York. And a fun fact. What's a fun fact?
You write stuff, right? That's a fun fact.
I mean, yeah. I do in fact write stuff.
I like how
Right.
Stevie was the only one with his own fun fact so far.
Well, it's not like I wrote this stuff down for you guys to look at prior to this.
I guess you did write fun. There's a question mark behind fun fact in my
Yeah, it's
introduction.
optional, but it's fun.
That's
Well,
all
it's
you
not
had
optional
included.
anymore.
To be frankly honest,
I was like getting ready to explain like my major and like where I'm at and like my college and stuff, and then
You
said
could have
fun
done
fact.
that.
But that would have like showed you up.
This
All
is
right.
freeform. It's fine. You guys have been showing me up for 10 years.
Shane, go ahead.
Marvin, what's your fun fact?
I write stuff apparently.
Yeah, we already did
okay.
this.
Hi, my name's Shane. I'm a college
Shane.
dropout with a minor alcohol problem. And my fun fact, I guess, is I work as a volunteer firefighter.
I actually didn't know that. That's really cool.
You did it?
No, we don't talk much. That's why we're doing
Huh.
this.
Maybe this should have been a phone call.
Tony?
And that's the episode.
Yeah, Tony, you're up.
All right, I'm Tony. I'm studying math. I'm hoping to go on to grad school, actually. I'm in my junior year of college right now. Fun fact is, I'm running most of the I'm running most of the behind the scenes stuff for this podcast at the moment.
He is. So if there's any
That is a fun
technical
fact.
difficulties, you know who to
It's his
blame.
fault. Yep.
So as you probably gathered from our little introductions, we are all kind of dispersed, or we were dispersed in college. We know each other from high school, but some of us have returned home due to the coronavirus pandemic and classes going online. So we decided we'd do this podcast just to kind of get back in touch and then also stay sane and socialized during the lockdown.
Mhm.
This is true.
Does anybody want to share some interesting lockdown coronavirus experiences?
Shane, would you want to lead us off?
Sure. I fucking hate this because I normally work in a hospital. So not only am I an essential worker, I'm a critical worker, but I've since tested positive for COVID-19. So now I do nothing but stupid fucking podcasts like this.
Do you have other podcasts that you're cheating on us with?
Be a damn shame.
No. But that's why if you hear me jump into a coughing fit, that's why.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it's kind of been an interesting change of pace for me. I've
that's
really
good.
tried to keep myself occupied because I'm not used to the only people I see being my lovely roommates.
Yeah.
What
So,
have you
I
been
don't know.
doing? Like when you say occupied, what sort of things have you been,
Like legitimately like stuff like this. I've
Right.
been on Discord with another group of friends a couple times. I like pretty much watch movies and play video games. Is what I really mean by that. I've thought about reading a book, but I haven't because
What's
there's,
Do you own a
there-
book?
Consider it.
there's still there's the internet. I got myself a Reddit account yesterday. That was
Oh, welcome.
I'm
So my
sorry.
mom got on Reddit a couple months ago, and whenever
And
we
that's
have
the
a
problem.
conversation, she brings up Reddit. I agree.
It's time to get off Reddit.
Well, I'm not on Reddit, so it's not a huge issue for me, but it's just weird that,
Your mom
Reddit's
brings
actually
it
your
up
mother
every time you
is bringing up Reddit. Yeah, I'm on Facebook and she's on Reddit, so our roles have reversed.
Hmm.
Oh, I had something I was gonna say, but I forgot. Oh yeah, so this episode in particular is going to be pretty free form. We're just kind of reconnecting and figuring out how to do a podcast. But in the future, we'll be doing like movie discussions. I'm not going to call them movie reviews, but we'll talk about movies. We'll talk about different things in our experiences and maybe whatever else comes up, whatever we think to do. So we could right now go around and just kind of talk about what we're interested in, what we do a little more specifically. I can go first. So like I said, I'm an aerospace major, so I'm really into space and kind of science and technology. And during this pandemic, I've been reading a lot of pop sci. We'll talk about that. I'm also really into movies, a lot of science fiction as well. And I write a little bit. So I have actually been reading during the lockdown.
What kind of stuff have you been reading?
Besides pop sci.
Besides pop sci. Yeah, so I have a lot of Calvin and Hobbes comics that I've been reading.
Classic. Absolutely classic.
Honestly, respect.
Yeah, no, they
Yeah.
are much better than I thought they were going to be. They really hold up.
Did you read like all the ones that are reading? Did you read them as a younger child too? And are
Yes.
just, like
Yeah, I have not
Okay.
purchased new ones.
that's
Harder
fair.
to do when you-
I think I have all of them. So
Jesus.
Wait, like
I feel like
Yeah.
what's that, Tony?
I said like, well, I mean, like I never actually read Calvin and Hobbes, but like, how many are there? Because when you
There's
say
quite a
lot.
few. So let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 volumes that I can see right now, and I know there's at least one more downstairs, and he only did it for 10 years, so I guess I'm pretty close.
that's pretty
to-
good.
Yeah, I have at least half of them.
I think you have all of them. I think there's
I think
7.
I might.
I think there's 7 maybe.
All right, so we're gonna do this. Actually, I think it says So I don't have any of the Treasury collections, but I do have. There's other books by Bill Watterson who wrote them, which is Calvin and Hobbes, which I have. Something Under the Bed is Drooling, which I think I have. Yukon Ho, which I definitely have. Weirdos from Another Planet, which I have. Scientific Progress Goes Boink, which I do. Attack of the Deranged Mutant Killer Monster Snow Goons, which I have. The Days Are Just Packed, which I don't have. So that might be the one. The Homicidal Psycho Jungle Cat, which I have. And then these last two are the 10th anniversary book, and there's Treasure Everywhere, neither of which I have. So I'm
Okay,
pretty
so-
close.
A good ratio.
So can I
Yeah.
ask you a weird question? Like,
Yes.
assuming that you really liked Calvin Hobbes as a child, are they better now coming back to them? Like,
I don't think they're better now. I think if I hadn't read them as a kid, I wouldn't come back to them. But actually, I don't think that's true. So it's a different perspective. So they're really fun and they're really weird. And so like I enjoyed that as a kid, but their weirdness is like a very profound insight on childhood, and so reading them as an adult, it's just different. Like you definitely get a different thing out of them, but they are still fun.
That's cool. Is part of it like nostalgia too?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I figured. That's really
nostalgia. Well, nostalgia for the books, and then also nostalgia for being a 6-year-old who could like run outside and imagine worlds that just to it would be really nice right now if I could just play in my backyard and pretend I was on the moon or something.
I can run outside and imagine a world where I don't have to be inside.
That's pretty good right now.
That's called 2 weeks from now, Shane.
Yeah.
Go back to work.
Hey, apparently I can go back to work in 3 days per the CDC.
So here's a question. How long has everybody been in lockdown? So I came home on, let's see, I think the 17th of March was the last time I was like away from home. Yeah, so it's been like almost a month for me, or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Tony, what about you?
My my university shut down in, I think it was early March. We were one of the first in our state.
Yeah.
And then I just came back to my parents' house the day after that. So, and then I mean, I guess for reference, we're recording this in early April. So it's been close to a month.
Yeah. What about you, Andrew?
So my position was kind of weird because my school did it was on spring break a week after I think the rest of your guys's was. So like this all kind of popped off. Like we didn't go to the state emergency. I was on spring break on vacation. But I'm a resident assistant in my hall here. So they asked me to come back actually. So I moved back on I believe the 15th of March to the residence hall, and I've been here since then. So
do you still have residents living there?
We have 3 residents that aren't staff. Out of the initial 300.
So that's 1%.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's mostly like the international students, or
we have a couple international students, a couple people who didn't have anywhere to go because they're like foster kids.
Right.
And that's why we're remaining open for people who have nowhere else to go.
That's really good, though, that you are.
Yeah, I was under the impression that the college that I dropped out of, I think I got the vibe from my friends that they kicked everybody out, but I don't know.
Yeah, that happened a lot over.
Yeah, that's been pretty common.
Even here, there's a really strong emphasis where like they don't want you here. Like they've really minimized the occupancy, the staff, everything. Like the system, like they have it set up so you don't see anybody basically ever.
That's how mine is too. Like I was living this year. I was living in the dorms, and they sent out so many emails about like the cafeteria is closing and like please go home, but if you can't, I guess you can stay here.
Yeah, I think they all wanted the moral high ground on the Ivy League schools that kicked everybody out, but they really didn't want to have to deal with us.
I feel like it's really
yeah. Go ahead.
Well, it's hard to. There's definitely one section of the college in my town that it's not like resident halls or dorms, it's apartments, and it's families that live there. And so, like, my thought was, how can you kick those people out? Like, it's literally people with kids that live there year round.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I had friends that had to move out of there, so I'm kind of curious.
Oh, so they kick people out of the actual apartments?
I know that one of my buddies moved back to his hometown because he said he got kicked out. Like they were told on Tuesday that they had to be out Sunday, is what he told me.
Wow,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty mean too. Because I mean, if you got nowhere to go, like I don't know. I got a spare bedroom, I guess. Live with me, but yeah.
Our friend at Harvard was given, I think, 2 days.
Really?
Yeah, he was informed on Tuesday that he had to be out by Friday.
See, that's absurd to me.
That's why I've been a big fan of how my school has handled it. Like they haven't like kicked. I mean, they want you not to be here, obviously, but they still have it like possible for you to live here. What really set in place like how real this was to me was like going into the CAF for the first time, and I don't know about your guys' college CAFs, it was kind of like a social experience. Like sitting down, it's like almost like a high school like lunch cafeteria. They have like this line set up, so there's cones every 6 feet, and you can't like go to the next cone until the person in front of you moves up, so you're never closer than 6 feet. And then like they have workers in like masks who are like 6 feet away from you, and there's like there's 2 different barriers keeping you apart. And that you just tell them what you want, and they bag it up in a plastic baggie, and they just they put it down, they walk away, you grab it, and you leave. And that's just it. It feels like you're rationing food. It gave me a head trip the first time I went through. It really like just set in place to me like how real and how serious this is.
Have any of you guys been to a grocery store recently?
Yeah,
that's frightening.
I was actually about to say that's what really, because I was like on a cruise, ironically, right when shit hit the fan, and it was super weird for me because I got back, and it never really set in until I went to a grocery store, like one of the major chains in our area, and you're used to like customer service. Oh, have a great day. Please come back soon. She goes, thank you for shopping with us. Please don't come back if you don't have to. And I'm like, damn, like that's what kind of set it in for me. It was like, holy shit, this is real.
Well, it's like, I mean, the grocery stores, at least where I am, they're like out of basic stuff like flour, tortillas, bread.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went to that stuff, but like.
Yes.
Well, because I wanted to make a quesadilla and I could not find tortillas.
I said flour was your last resort. You were gonna make your own tortillas from scratch.
I
Yeah.
was considering
That's
it.
legit. Okay.
Better time. Yeah.
That's
You have the
hilarious.
time now. Might as well.
Growing a
I'm-
wheat field in your backyard.
I'm honestly pissed about the ramen being gone. I fucking ate ramen before it was cool, and I come into a grocery store and now I can't find any of it.
What do you mean before it was cool?
You mean like the 1970s? Like, what are you?
No, like
was also young
before
and ate ramen.
everybody. No, shut up. Before.
Oh, we're all college kids. Man. We all eat
Everybody-
ramen.
Oh my fuck.
No, I ate
You're not
ramen
even
more in
Asian.
high school.
Marvin,
Honestly.
I get Shane's point. I didn't eat ramen until like this week, but
No.
it's just
No,
it's
screw
easy.
you. I ate ramen way before then. But no,
I was agreeing with you.
Everybody
He was
that
on your
never
side.
ate ramen has suddenly bought all of the ramen off the shelves.
Sorry, my bad.
Shut up, Marvin.
I do recommend though, guys, if you like
Oh.
are struggling with like Meijer or Walmart, to go to GFS, Gordon Food Service. You have to
Oh,
buy
yeah.
in bulk, but they actually have been in stock for like everything up here.
Nice. Maybe I'll come visit you, Andrew.
There's one in the
I have
area,
an extra
right?
bedroom. There's one in at least Tony, yeah, your guys' area, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony in my area, I know where it is. I don't know about you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine the one in New York is probably stripped clean as
I
well.
don't think we have a Gordon Food Services, to be honest with you.
You probably have some distributor,
Equivalent.
right? Yeah.
Is that just like a Midwest thing then, or?
It might be actually.
Well, their company might be, but what they do isn't.
Check that.
Yeah.
But we were going around doing introductions. I can't remember what we left off on.
We
Like,
hit
I think
Tony.
it was just me. No. I was
Tony.
saying the things I was interested in, so it should be the next person, which would be
Oh, right.
Oh,
Andrew.
Tony.
Andrew.
Andrew. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Andrew
Andrew?
again.
Andrew.
Things that interest me. I've gotten into fitness lately, running, lifting weights, the whole shebang.
So has Zach just become one muscle now? Since
Zach is
all
literally
he can do is work out.
No, you can't even go to the gyms anymore.
yeah. You can't. The gyms are all closed.
they
He's
shut down.
absolutely
You're
falling
right.
apart.
You gotta lift rice
Um,
bags.
Okay, wait. For context, our friend Zach used to be a chunker like me, and then got in shape. But I
Aggressively
feel
in
like
shape.
I had a dream where I think it was last night where Zach was back. He was back, and I remember being a little bit happy because I wasn't the only, like, I don't know, just something about him being a fat fuck like me again. So it was
That's
such a
mean.
weird dream.
Oh, that's mean.
It was a dream. I couldn't control how I felt, but I just, yeah.
Well, I think he swung the average of this group away from the Chubs because it used to be
Fuck off, Andrew.
It used to be 4-2, and now it's 3-3. I guess if you count Charlie, it used to be 4-3 or whatever. I don't know. I can't do the math, but
Aren't you an engineering major?
yeah, I can't remember. Do you want me to
Chord.
count it out? So it used to be.
We don't need to do this.
Want to take
This is very off
I
topic.
think is this bullying?
Andrew,
yeah, exactly. Why didn't
Andrew,
I,
I believe
who.
you were saying something about your interest.
I was talking about my interest. I recently purchased a Nintendo Switch.
Ooh,
You.
nice.
Coronavirus. I've been getting into weird things like running. I picked up the violin again, kinda,
No way.
You go.
which just cause I'm not
That's
good at it.
awesome.
But I need a. Okay, so I have this. My friend had one off Amazon. They got for like $40, and it's honestly the worst like violin you've ever seen in your entire life. But like it's a good like starter thing before I invest actual money. God, what else do I do?
Actually, I wanted to ask about the violin.
Yeah.
So Marv or Andrew, where do you guys get your sheet music? Because that's always been my problem. Is like with the guitar, I can listen and play, but I can't do that with the violin. It's too fast.
That's a good question. I haven't bought sheet music since like 9th grade.
Oh, I refuse to buy sheet music. What do you play when you?
I've low-key I've just been like practicing. I don't know.
Okay.
Like I'm not like actually like going at it yet. I'm just like kind of getting back into it. I've done this one time for what it's worth. Or
okay.
one or
Twice
twice since I've like started. But yeah, I've really taken this Corona break to really like try and I don't know. I've been journaling sometimes. That's weird.
awesome.
Nice.
I've been running. I've been trying to get into whey protein and like I don't know, getting big.
I should do that actually.
This weird thing for me is like
scrawny.
I'm also an essential worker at my internship in addition to being an RA, so I have to remote into work for 15 hours a week. And
Not too
that's
bad.
I don't know, it's kind of I'm like I have these projects and I'm really far ahead on them. So for the most part I'm not efficient at all during this time. It is not they're not getting their money's worth. I'll be totally honest. Like sometimes
Let's hope they don't hear this.
5 minutes is me. We're not gonna. Okay, well,
We are gonna post it.
we are gonna
Yeah.
post this.
You're just being a great worker right
just
now.
don't-
He's really
don't
getting.
say where you work,
Yeah.
and you'll be fine.
Here,
Yeah,
I will say I'm really close to finishing everything I need to have finished, and I'm a month ahead of schedule. So like, it's fine.
yeah, I think you're good. They're not gonna fire you. Also, there's
Yeah.
1,000 Andrews, so they're not gonna
Mhm.
whittle down who you are.
I mean, they'd probably figure it out, but like, it's really not that
Like
deep. I
we
feel
found him. We got him. Got our man.
Honestly, if this piece of shit podcast gets enough exposure for Andrew to get fired, I'd be a happy man.
Honestly, I wouldn't be upset either. That'd be a really funny turn of events. Now,
Well, you joke, but I get background checks for a lot of internship offers, so it
Yeah, but
doesn't have to.
this wouldn't just pop up on a background check.
I know, but
Mhm.
yeah,
Let's do like IP.
depends on who I'm interning with.
They'd find you.
Not saying it's going to happen, but it's not outside the realm.
Oh,
of
CIA
possibility.
hiring officer.
Exactly. Anyway,
Yeah. I've gotten into skateboarding as well recently. That's- I've really been doing the rounds on these hobbies.
yeah.
Yesterday, me and a
So,
couple friends.
Andrew,
skate
what
social
haven't you been doing?
Literally, I've done everything. I've done everything, including illegal things. But yeah. Yesterday I went skateboarding with a friend. We like found this like roof we could like climb up onto and just like watch the sunset. So like I don't know. I've just been out here having a good time. There's a meteor shower happening in a couple weeks, so I'm trying to like find
no
like
way.
a dark sky park maybe kind of trip because I feel like I can do that without seeing anybody. So I've been out here
That's
doing
awesome.
a bunch of stuff. Honestly,
Okay, who's eating?
Andrew froze.
Stevie.
No, it's not. I'm not eating. I'm unwrapping something.
What are you unwrapping, Stevie? Is it by chance
He
food?
muted himself. Marvin, what are some of your interests?
Well, that's a great question.
I mean, I know Andrew was a hard person to follow.
I mean, like, I always find these questions hard to answer because it's like,
that's why I just ramble.
yeah, because it's just like it's so vague. I guess I'm into sports.
Well, not
me
anymore.
and-
Rest in peace.
That hurt.
That one hurt.
I think me and Andrew are the sports buffs in this group.
Oh yeah.
I would like to interject. One of the things I've been doing this break is watching a lot of old Premier League soccer and Champions League highlights. So I think I am at least somewhat of a sports person.
I will say there's a
particular
lot
sport.
of there's a lot of old like highlights and like full games being uploaded to YouTube and the rounds.
Yes.
So if y'all need something to do,
Sports ball.
right, there's a lot
Sports ball.
there's a lot of footage out there right now. I think I'm also one of the gamers in this particular group.
What do you play, Marvin?
Oh, as of right now, I am currently actively playing NBA 2K.
Nice.
Just pining for basketball.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm more of a bro gamer, to be honest with you. So,
The hell's a bro gamer?
like, first-person shooters, sports games.
Okay, yeah. Do you play Planet
Think
Side
frat
2?
guy.
I used to.
Oh,
Not as
damn.
much anymore.
Okay, we should play sometime.
I
Wait,
mean,
you play PlanetSide 2?
Yeah, do you play Planet Side 2?
I used to, but I've been meaning to
Uh-oh.
like re-download it and get back into it.
Bet you two need to pick up Planet Side 2. It's good
Oh.
now because they updated it and they recently, I think, broke the record for the most people playing. I got my dad to play it too, so we can have a whole thing.
Oh, we can
Boy.
arrange that later.
All
This
right.
is like a good time.
what else do I do?
See, like that was just a prime example of why this should have been a phone call.
I don't know if any listeners want to play Planet Side, hit me up. Ginger A17.
Jesus Christ.
Plug your Instagram too while
I
you're
was
at
gonna
it.
say I think we're gonna do plugs at the end of this, but no, didn't you see I signed off of Instagram? It was the first thing I
not.
posted was my farewell from Instagram.
Actually, I saw that. That was really funny.
I thought it was really funny too.
Wait, the one and only thing you posted on Instagram was you saying you're not posting on Instagram.
Yeah, I did like a celebrity sign off for my Instagram
It's on.
account.
That's on brand.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Thank you. I got some shit for it from my college friends. I'm glad you guys clear that.
No,
learned my
that's
sense of
fucking
humor from you
hilarious.
guys.
I'll give you shit for that.
I mean, I'm giving you shit for it, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah, Marv, I think you were the one who gave me shit for it. So.
No, get off social media, man.
Anyway, yeah.
I say
I
as
have
I
to
joined
work.
Reddit yesterday.
I don't know if that's even
My
that's not
job.
social media. That's just
It is,
like,
but it isn't.
the collective chaotic energy of the internet.
I feel like it depends on how you use it.
Yeah.
Are you do you just browse?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, then I think it's just like for you, it's more like a news platform, if anything.
I'm definitely not using Reddit as my news. It's like the old boomers that use Facebook.
Yeah, not like news, but like information. No.
Yeah, it's an
fair.
information network.
Actually, I would say I
We
get a lot
can't-
of news
yeah.
from Reddit.
What'd you
Yeah.
say?
I get a lot of like news from Reddit. I don't know, just like see like a lot of different articles. I feel like I never would have seen otherwise, thanks to
Yeah,
Reddit.
but it's not like people posting their news. They're like,
Oh
giving-
yeah. Yeah.
Also, Andrew, a lot of the sports transactions I get from
Oh,
Reddit.
yeah,
I'm not on
notification.
Twitter. Yeah, I'm not on Twitter, so
No, Reddit breaks like contract signings for the NBA faster than like anything
Yeah.
else.
it's crazy.
Reddit, I feel like they get. I have one buddy who just posts the most offensive memes on Facebook, and he told me he trolls Reddit just so he can get them a week before Facebook.
Hey Shane, get on 4chan. Get a week before he does.
Oh my god.
Shane, do not go on 4chan.
Yeah.
So
We'll completely lose you if you go to 4chan.
More so than you already lost me with Reddit.
Exactly.
what were we up to? Shane.
Yeah.
Marvin, if you're done, Marvin, yeah, I can. I'm not really.
Time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll go things that I like. I don't know. I've been gardening more.
Ooh.
What are you
I've started-
growing?
Right now I'm growing I for like a Christmas gift exchange, I got these little like windowsill herb gardens, and so I've started to grow those. I started a while ago growing a few of them, and then my next project I kind of want to do is see if I can grow a butterfly garden. I really like butterflies, and I think that'd be kind of neat. So I've kind of been researching that a lot, just of what kind of plants to buy and how to set it up so your butterflies actually land.
That's so cute.
I guess the other thing I really like movies. Like I really like movies, which I have to give a shout out to Stevie. He was definitely, when we were very young, I feel like there was a lot of things he inspired in me movie wise. I've definitely a lot of the old James Bonds I've been coming across on my checklist. I'm like, I saw that with Stevie. Like,
Aw.
but yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I like. I do enjoy video games. I cannot even call myself a bro video gamer though. I very casually like console games.
He's a bro gamer. You're fine.
I guess the other thing I really like are board games. I love board games so much.
As a side note, there is online Catan. I'm just saying.
Oh
Never.
my god, I would fuck up some Catan with you guys.
I think if you played online Catan though with people who play on online Catan, you'd get your ass kicked.
Like we can like sit a room with just us.
Okay, well we can do that after this
I'd be down, yeah.
because I'm down.
Another reason this should have been a phone call.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I like. So, Stevie, did you go already or?
I did go. I went, and then you guys did better than I did, but
Tony will
Well,
go.
it's too late to go
Yeah.
again. On to
I
you,
know.
Tony.
That's absolutely
Alright.
right.
Is
The
it
show must go on.
is it bad? I want to start with drinking.
Oh my
Uh,
god! Wait, I
I
forgot.
mean, in full honesty, yes, but go on.
Well, for reference, I turned 21 in a few days, and I really want to get into like drinking, but like not drinking just to get fucked up, like actually
Take.
enjoy what I'm taking in. Like,
Wine.
The light beer. That's my big fan. Light, cheap beer.
do you drink craft beer, Tony?
I'm about to start. Like, we
Yeah,
have a
I
really
will
cool in our hometown. We have a really cool store. I won't name it just so we don't leak information, but they've got like really cool craft artisan stuff.
Well, there's a craft brewery like 10 miles down the road. So
Really?
I will drop off some alcohol for you to try for your 21st birthday because it's really good. It's probably my favorite. It's an IPA. It's probably my favorite beer that I've ever had. So that'll be my gift for you.
I'm
Andrew,
looking forward to that then. Like I've never really had beer before. I mean, I've tried like the really cheap light beers that I don't
Yeah,
like.
college student beer.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
I feel personally attacked.
I mean, from what I've heard, I think I like a stout, like the really dark, crazy stuff. That sounds good to
Oh,
me. So,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna go to that store and just like build a couple 12 packs or 6 packs, and then just see what happens.
All right. So I'm curious. Are you talking about the one by the high school?
No, the one Marvin put in the chat.
Ah, okay. I'll check. Thank you. I was just kind of curious.
See, I don't think I've ever been to that store, and now I kind of want to.
They serve you while you're shopping for groceries.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
That's incredible.
It's phenomenal. I love that place with a passion.
Now,
Is
see, now I
absolutely
want to
amazing.
get beer there.
I guess another thing. I think if Marvin and Shane aren't, I'm the gamer in this group.
I am not the gamer.
You are the gamer.
Yeah.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been for those that don't know, there's a site called Humble Bundle. They do charity, like big bundles of games for charity. And they have some pretty good deals there. I picked up the latest one for COVID-19 and I got Hollow Knight. It's a platformer that's
I've heard of Hollow Knight.
it's brutal, dude. I've died to the first boss like 5 times and haven't gone back yet. Like, it's really tough.
Alright, so next time we record, you'll have beaten it, correct?
Correct.
That's your mission.
Just to
By
update the viewers.
Wednesday.
I will give you guys updates as I play it.
Please do.
Yeah, do not
Um,
sleep until the next. Until you beat.
It's a segment now. It's has Tony beaten the first boss yet?
Fuck.
I
no.
think that is.
Quick,
a segment,
someone write
yeah.
that down. Someone write that
I will
down.
write it.
Got it.
I'll
Got
write
it.
it
Got it.
down.
Got it. Got it. All
Yeah,
right. Cool.
Marvin's got it. Do it on the
Yeah,
main doc,
Yep.
not the
Yep.
episode by
Yep.
episode.
Yep.
Well, you weren't kidding when you said this was free form.
We aren't disciplined enough to do
God, no, we
a
aren't.
thing. So
Yeah, I play the bass too. I've been getting back into that, so we should start a band on top of this.
we should. We could do like a fiddle cruise since we have 3 violinists and a bass player.
I've only ever played one instrument, and that was the trombone.
You can play the.
I would say you played the ukulele too, didn't you?
Oh yeah, very poorly though.
We
But
can
I
on
feel
tambourine. It's fine.
I feel like we could have a hell of a folk band though, with a bass player, a trombone player, 2 violinists, and like a guitar player. That would work really well.
I could get behind that.
Maybe
So
we can
this
make
is
a
just
Christmas
us.
album.
This is promoting our. This should have been a phone call band
Yeah.
coming to you live at a location near you.
This should have been a hoedown.
Should have been a hoedown.
Ooh,
That'll
there
be
you
our
go.
first album. Should have been a hoedown. That's pretty good. So I was gonna say what are our plans over the summer. Does anybody have any interesting plans that may or may not
Die of
still happen?
coronavirus.
Yeah.
So I'm working 40 hours a week for an accounting firm, I guess. We'll see how that works. And then I'm living in my current area. I have an apartment in a downtown area, which is pretty cool setup. But not sure how this all gonna turn out.
In full honesty, at least for me, a lot of stuff is just being canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
My
lot of
ass.
endeavors are. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
So like, I've line out tentatively or like interviews or whatever.
Mhm.
Some of that is just not happening at all right now.
Yeah.
It is
So
connected
it's
to
a lot of
It is connected to the job I'm like currently working right now, and I think they're gonna need me based on like the projects I'm doing. I think are being affected actually by coronavirus, and someone needs to do the testing that I've been doing. So like, hopefully, I think they will keep me. But that is kind of funny because I had this other internship offer from a top 20 firm in the world in Florida for the summer, and I said no to it. And I'm pretty sure they did cancel their internship program for the summer. So
Oh, nice.
lucky me, I guess.
You got ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
anything for you.
No, not at the moment. We'll see. I've been discussing. I was gonna do a thing, and they're like, "No, we meant for next, like, summer 2021." So I guess maybe I have that lined up, but
That's way out there.
I know it's what
Jesus.
A year
Are
plus,
they-
yeah.
Did they just push it back because of the virus?
I think so. Yeah. I have to read the email mostly. See. That would have been in DC, which would
This is something interesting.
Wow, that would have been really cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Or that
DC.
will be really cool.
In
Fingers
21.
crossed, man.
I mean, that's assuming the world doesn't end from COVID-19.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, this is the rapture. I don't know
Well,
if you
it's
guys
not gonna end. It's just gonna get a lot worse.
a lot
It can
worse.
get
It's gonna get a
worse?
lot of gonna get a lot smaller. I don't know, this boomer doomer, man.
Okay. Oh boy.
Yeah. What about anyone else? Any interesting summer plans?
Summer class, baby.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is the real question.
Mhm.
That'll be the first song in the first album.
Summer
Just-
class, baby.
Baby.
What it do, baby?
Yeah, pretty much planning on work, and then, like I said, I kind of want to try gardening.
Great,
Do you
yeah.
have a lot of space to garden in your house?
Not. I mean, the yard's pretty big. I don't. This sounds really shitty, but I don't want to put plants in the ground because then I feel like I'm basically landscaping for my landlords.
That's
So-
legit.
I'll probably just try like a creative looking pot garden.
Yeah.
love pot
like
gardens.
flower boxes.
I was gonna
We
say
know you do.
Which
You
kind
have
of
my
pot
interest.
garden?
like a garden with lots of pot in it. I don't get it.
Terrified.
Like flowers in pots, but then also
Flower.
pot plants in
Yeah.
the pods. Yeah.
Do pot plants have flowers?
They are
Look that up.
flowers.
I mean,
Okay,
are
but-
they flowers because you're a stoner or flowers?
Yeah, like could you go out if you had a field? No, 'cause I don't think they do. I'm not getting any.
All I
Like,
know,
it's
it
not
is the flower.
It's not a flowering plant.
all I know is that if Trailer Park Boys taught us anything, we can go and plant weed in a giant field.
Yeah,
a
so
guard
apparently
cougar.
cannabis does flower, but they look awful.
Yeah, they're really ugly flowers.
But no,
is
it's
what I'm getting out
the
of this.
leaves are
They
the,
look better after you
the
consume
actual
the
pot.
plant,
Anyway,
which is legal in our state,
Anyway.
mind you.
This is true.
Thank you, voters.
The
You gave us Trump, but you also gave us weed. Can't complain.
voters.
Mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I meant more like just legitimately like big pots, and I've seen some like really creative ways to set them up, or people like go to a thrift store and get.
is anybody
Like-
still there? I think I lost you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
you're
still here.
we're still here.
I'm always here for you.
Did we just all stop talking?
You. Yeah, we did.
Oh,
I was definitely talking, and you really
Yeah, I heard Shane
interrupted
talking.
me.
But
oh yeah. So no, I think the audio cut out. That was my bad. Continue.
No, that's fair. No, I was just saying like I've seen some like people will take an old bike with a basket in it and plant flowers in the basket, kind
that'd
of
be cool.
like kind of interesting, cool stuff like that. I kind of want to try.
What kind of flowers do you want to plant?
I don't know, just pretty ones, I guess.
There.
Do you have a
Yeah.
color in mind?
Not really. I kind of like tulips, and sunflowers, but sunflowers can get big though.
They get real tall.
They get real big. Yeah.
That's probably something I would actually put in the ground,
Yeah.
just because a giant sunflower coming out of a small little pot might look really janky.
Well, that would be really cute though to
That'd
have
be
your
really
big
funny.
sunflowers like around the bike, and then the tulips in the basket. That would
That
actually
might
look
be
really
cool.
nice.
Yeah.
You said like sunflowers around the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Growing
Okay,
up
see,
around it.
That could go on Instagram.
That could be. Yeah. I wouldn't see it.
Reddit. I did in fact go to the gardening subreddit on Reddit the other
That's
day
true.
too.
Very nice.
Get your 50 upvotes. Get out of there.
Most of it was people going, virus got me quarantined. This is my new garden now. And like before and after pictures of just this
Picture of my
crazy-
green beans.
Yeah, like this crazy stuff. But yeah. I'm excited. Stevie, Tony, what about you guys? Summer plans?
I mean,
That's, class.
Summer class, baby.
yeah, summer
baby.
class, baby. I mean, that's only going to get me halfway through the summer, so I'm still looking at like, I don't know, getting a part-time job. I'm not really sure what that would be though. Like, I know a person that works at a gym and they needed a desk person, but gyms are canceled now, so that's kind of out of the question.
Tony. Oh, sorry. What?
I was just gonna say gardening sounds cool. I might join Shane in that.
Bet.
Tony, I was going to ask you, since you mentioned you wanted to go to grad school. What do you want to do? Because I know you're majoring in mathematics. Like, what do you what's your end goal?
My end goal is to become a professor.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think that would suit me well.
I bet. Yeah.
I would agree. Dr. Tony. Wow.
Professor.
It'd be Dr.
We
probably
gotta
shouldn't have
bleep
said
out.
God
That's on me.
damn it,
That's on me.
Stevie.
Yeah, I like that Marvin and I both made that mistake. We're so ready to correct you that we forgot about that.
That's on me.
You two. I feel like you two lived a correct.
Nah. A little bit.
I lived to correct I lived to correct Stevie.
We all do.
Yeah, I know. But that's why I credit my desire to prove you guys wrong with my drive to succeed in life.
Great.
You guys
I
have
feel like you
bullied me
just-
into success.
I feel like
You're welcome.
I'd like at
Me,
least
when you
I'd like
make
at
it
least
look.
10% of the credit
Yeah. Oh yeah. You get like 30%.
then. God damn.
Do you
Significant.
get to share in the income then, or how does that work?
No. No.
At least mention us
Just
in
a
the
no.
inaugural speech. I'd like to thank my friends Shane, Andrew, Marvin, and Tony for bullying me into success. Now, ha 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 ha! I made it.
Yeah. You can't say shit. I don't know. I feel like we've largely grown out of that phase.
You say we like it wasn't you.
I know. I say we like it was like you
But it was-
and I.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's what we means. I think we all did it.
I'm. I remember. Okay, this is a story I haven't told, and I'm pretty sure you don't remember this, but I'll do it for the podcast, right? And so, Stevie,
Okay.
I remember a time when we were young. You were like, "Let's agree to disagree," and I said, "No, you have to agree with me."
I don't remember that,
Oh,
but that is amazing.
I am embarrassed about that to this day, and this is one of those stupid fucking things that stuck with me. That I had the audacity to say to be like, "No, you're not. We are not disagreeing. You have to agree with me." What
I don't
kind of
know.
What kind of little shithead says that?
I don't know. I feel like there's a good spirit in there where like we have to have this conversation until we figure out what the right answer is. But at the same time,
Often isn't a right answer is the issue.
oh, I don't know. Spoken like someone who, I don't know, agrees to disagree.
This is the group of people that debated about the definition of a
The
sandwich.
sandwich
Oh,
for
yeah.
4
So
hours.
It's
on
gonna
the
be a.
It's not a sandwich.
We're not
Well,
doing this again.
that's next
Nope.
week. That's
That's
next
not-
No,
week.
this
That's
is a
next week.
different. This is a totally different podcast.
That's a different.
Hold
podcast.
on,
Retracting
write
that
that
statement.
Also, I think that
Writing
meme
that
is
down.
several years old now, so we'll probably come up with
Yeah.
a different one.
Is that
The horse is
how
that
long
big.
ago was that?
That was quite a while.
Hey,
It was-
2017.
Yeah, it was.
I thought that was our.
summers ago.
Wasn't that like our senior year?
Yeah.
That's
That
a
was
couple of years
3
ago.
years ago.
Holy shit! It's 2020.
Yeah,
Oh.
we'll do an old meme podcast where we do the definition of a sandwich: is the dress blue or yellow,
Just
and
Pepe hands.
is yeah.
I think we can debate. If we can do it for 4 hours, years ago, we can.
It's on the
We can
docket.
fill an
Kane.
hour worth of time.
It's on the docket.
Were
God
we
damn it.
were we drinking at that point?
No,
Or
No,
we're
we
not.
just
Stone cold
sober.
sober.
having
We were
Stone
just
cold
sober.
sober.
It was just like
That makes it
God
even worse.
damn.
no.
We
I
had other
specifically
things we could be
remember that
doing too.
we were
Yeah.
bored, and someone was like, "Let's talk about something," and then I just threw it
Yeah.
out there.
Someone said something
Yeah.
inflammatory. It was like a hot dog sandwich, and I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Wasn't it
well, I
like at
did-
midnight too? Like it was midnight
Yeah,
to
it was
4 in the morning
really
or
late.
something.
It was
kind of
nuts
absurd.
like that.
Yeah, because we had gotten in from the lake, and yeah,
Anyways, look forward to that next time.
yeah, plug in that,
Well, not
Uh,
next time, but
or not next time. In the
Some other
future, we'll do
in the
that.
future, it'll be titled
No.
"What is a sandwich?"
What is a sandwich? Definitive.
Tell
Yeah.
all.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, I think it's probably time for closing segments. Do we want to go to those?
Sounds
Sure.
good.
All right. So I think what we've agreed on is we'll do one thing you did since our last episode, which I actually do have something since the last time we spoke. But if you guys don't, you can go back further. And then a recommendation for the listener.
All right.
Okay.
So if
Stevie,
someone else
would
wants to go first,
So I've gotten
I gotta
into
find out.
drinking tea lately.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah. In my dorm cafeteria. So a few months ago, I had like a pretty crazy cough, and someone recommended that I I drink tea. And I don't know, I'm making a big story out of it, but long story short, I had some orange Tazo tea, or the brand is Tazo, Tazo. They make a really good orange tea. I'd recommend it.
All right.
Yeah.
Stress, please.
And then what's something you've done since the last time we spoke, or within the last week?
Drink Tazo tea, obviously.
Drink
Yeah.
Tazo tea. Yeah,
Pretty much.
it's a shit answer.
God damn, Steve.
Hey, hold up. What did you do in the past few days?
In the past, yeah, we last spoke 48 hours ago. So I lost an election for my club, and I started,
Kick him out. We want losers here.
yeah,
Yeah.
fucking no shit. So what mine? I'll go since you got me talking. So the thing I did was about a week ago, and then last night went biking around the trails in our area. Which you guys all know, there's a really, really good trail system. There's a river, and you can basically follow that. And then there's power lines, and you can follow that.
Mm-hmm.
And so my recommendation is I was listening to music, and I was listening to Amadou and Mariam, which are a Senegalese couple. They're, I think, relatively old. And it's AMADOU ampersand MARIAM. And it's just really like kind of different music. They sing in French, so you can't really listen to the lyrics, but they sound good. And it was just a really different kind of music. So I'd recommend that. And then I'd also recommend the TV show Atlanta, which I started watching, which
That's
is
very
just
good.
wild. So definitely do that, especially if you like Donald.
Glover. Donald Glover is what we meant to say. Before you cut out.
Yeah, if you like Donald Glover.
Just to piggyback off that show is amazing. And years before this just got put on Netflix, he was in the show called Community, which is about a bunch of kids going to community college. And that is a very funny show.
That is an amazing show. Caveat, only watch the first 2 or 3 seasons.
Watch the first 3 seasons, skip the 4th season, watch the last 2.
Oh, I didn't know the last 2. I will check out the last 2 then.
That middle one
yeah.
is absolutely trash, so you are right.
Yeah. Yeah, great show. Would second that recommendation.
Shane?
Oh,
wait, actually, no. Andrew, go ahead.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
if you want to finish up.
Oh, fine, okay.
One thing I did, I went skateboarding, climbed a roof, watched the sunset. That was fun. Something I'm going to recommend is this song that someone just put me onto that I had never heard before and is not my kind of music at all. It's like some screamo, like it's weird. It's called King Park by La Dispute or Dispute.
I have heard that. It's quite good.
It's about a real event. It's about a shooting of a kid that happened in Detroit, and it's 6 minutes long, and it takes a couple minutes to get into it, and once you get into it, by the end, I had absolute chills. It just goes so hard. I recommend to listen to anyone who has time.
What is it called again?
King Park.
King Park. Okay, thank you.
Just make sure you get to the end. Give it one try.
Right.
Cool. That's all I got.
Thank you, Andrew. Shane?
So I don't really know what I've done since we last talked. I guess I have it's not really a bad habit. I have a habit of rotating through games, in the sense of like I played through most of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and then I put it down for a really long time. And so since we last spoke, I picked it up and finally beat another portion of the game. Kind of have one more section of my Odyssey to do before finally being done. Right now I'm on a fucking boss guy that I can't beat. It's a long story. It increases my blood pressure to dangerous levels, so but
good thing you're
I guess as a recommendation, this isn't really a new thing for me. But I have to recommend my all-time favorite movie, The Shawshank Redemption. It's a 1994 movie starring Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins, and it's, like I said, my all-time favorite movie. I know it's kind of an older classic, but I would recommend it to anyone that kind of likes movies that, really if you like prison movies or really anything with a twist or just a good old classic, I highly recommend it.
It's on
That's
Netflix.
also available on
if anyone-
Netflix, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Is it now? Okay,
Yes, recently.
that's good because I think that's probably why I watched it again. That's why I'm thinking of it. But super great. So, yeah, Marvin, if you want to go next, or
Yeah. So something that I kind of picked up in the past few days is finally getting around to music production.
Ooh.
Something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and the quarantine has given me the chance and the time mainly to really get into it. So I've been working on that on the side, and then something I'd recommend is that when I was researching for what kind of sound I was looking for, um, Leon Bridges' 2018 album "Good Thing" is absolutely phenomenal, and yeah, Leon Bridges' discography is just a work of art. So yeah, that's my recommendation.
Okay.
well, is
Cool.
there anyone that didn't go?
Tony did not go.
No,
at first.
I recommended
Oh,
the
he did?
tea.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
and
you're
then
right. You
and then
did. Oh yeah.
you
didn't
drink
do-
tea.
Yeah, I drank tea.
Yeah.
Sorry, if we didn't go in order. I was.
Did
I
not
was
go in
wrong.
order.
You're
I
right.
apologize.
I think that's it.
All right. Are we at a point where people want to plug their social media, or are we just good to sign off?
I think we're good to sign off.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign off.
Yeah, we're gonna sign off.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening to this. Should have been a phone call. We'll see you in a few days with our next post. Do we want to kind of shout out to what that's going to be, or
Do we
will
know?
it be a surprise?
It's in the works. It's in the works.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yes. See you in a couple days then. Bye bye.
Bye.